Welcome to the Mark Attwood Show, Adventures in the Cosmic Suit. Today, I have a co-host. Hello, Gary.
Hello, Mark. How are you?
Very well, very well. We're going to talk about crypto. As you guys may or may not know, we launched a 5D crypto club about 6 weeks ago.
Yeah, well, it's a bit longer. Yeah, 6 weeks.
6 weeks, and we're well into it. And we've asked some of the people on the course to come along and explain to you how fabulous it is. Here they come. 32 people. Hello, everybody. So I'm going to try and make sure that nobody can speak until we speak to them. Good, lots of people. Right, so let's, we've got even more coming. Look, latecomers. So, as you can see, we've got, what, how many people on this course? About 260 people so far?
Well, there's that many in the Telegram group. It's difficult to tell actually how many are doing the course content, but it's around 200, I would say.
And how do you think the course is going yourself, Gary? You are the teacher.
Yeah, well, it's really interesting. My plan initially with this was to pre-record the lessons and walk through everything with Mark. And I would have gone through it way too quickly, and it would have been way too technical. And so doing it this way has been really amazing, because we've been able to kind of hold people's hand and then, take a step back when we needed to, and then interject the workshops in between, as well as the feedback and the little bit of instruction on Telegram. So it's been a really interesting experience to see the range of people but like the whole point of this initially was that I was meeting people in your group at your seminars, and I was meeting people randomly in the street, and people and friends, and they were asking how to get into crypto, and you literally couldn't have the conversation because, as you guys can see quite quickly, it gets really technical very fast. It's not incredibly hard, but it's very strategic in what you have to do. And so this is what I wanted to put together for a long time, and the way it's worked out with this group has been phenomenal up to this point. So I'm really happy with it. I'm really happy with everybody.
Well, it's a great experience making a course live, and you guys watching this, just because we're making it live, everything's recorded. It's in a members area. You can go and join it anytime you like, and you can pay whatever you can afford or whatever you think it's worth, so nobody misses out. And I think it's a critical skill in the journey towards wealth sovereignty. That's what it's all about. Whether you think crypto is evil or good or whatever is not really here or there. And we go through all of those thoughts about money and getting over the issues with money. We're all deserved to be completely abundant, and there's no way that crypto is not going to be part of the new world, because it's just there. If you did this course as well, you'd understand that. So yeah, it's been a fantastic experience for me too, because if you've watched me before, you'll know that I've been involved with crypto on and off for years. But I made the classic schoolboy error. I bought a load of crypto. It was worth about 30K, and then it went down to 7 because I didn't look at it. I didn't do anything with it. I didn't mess. I thought I'll just sit there and wait for XRP to go up like everybody else, because I was too busy. And really, that's not very responsible. Because the responsible thing to do is to trade and bank profits so that you're building your wealth. And it's actually not that difficult to do once you know how. But getting over that, what I thought would be great to just have a chat to some of these fabulous students we've got here. Should we talk to Dorothy first?
If Dorothy wants to talk, it would be good. Yeah.
Dorothy Rogers, it's over to you, darling. I know you're having a problem with the mute. And there we go. Well done. Hi, Dorothy. How you doing? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm just gathering myself.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, no. I'm happy to talk to you. I have found it difficult, but I thought I could work my way around a computer before, but obviously I didn't have a clue. And I did have an added problem that one of my main email was shut down without from a Tiscali account without any notice, and I've had to get another one, and it's made a mess of my banking and my everything, Amazon. And then I had to download Windows 11 to be able to work with it, and so it's taken me ages, and I've had to get someone in to help me. So it's like a load of things all came at once, and it's all been a bit much. But with your help and your patience, I have persevered. I have had a few problems with some of the accounts getting money in, big rows with my bank and everything, but everything sort of went smoothly at last. And I got, I already had a Coinbase account. I had finally opened Qcoin and bought some Velo, and the other one is Nexo, which is no problem. Kraken I've had a right pain with today because Gary's helped me on the phone. They wouldn't take any money, so I had to transfer some Bitcoin from Nexo into it, and then it got sort of stuck somewhere in a transfer.
Dorothy, this is wonderful.
I didn't.
How's the course?
Oh, okay. Well,
I mean,
it's difficult for people who've never worked with anything like this before. I felt for me, I'm talking. Obviously, I can't talk for everybody else, and I have found lots of things have tripped me up. It hasn't gone smoothly for me. Let's put it like that. But the course,
yeah, and Gary's teaching that.
Yeah, Gary has been fantastic, patient, and I love him dearly. So thank you. I'm sticking with it now. So, so
Well,
I send you big kisses.
Dorothy, this is the whole point, right? Because it's technical. It is complicated, which is why a lot of people don't go near it. But the experience of going through it. I mean, you just spoke like a crypto expert. Then you said, "Well, this moved to the next, so did this with the bank." And it's a rite of passage, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And when we talk today, like when you look at it from a slightly different perspective, Dorothy now has opened 4 exchanges, 2 are working perfectly, and she's built the portfolio.
Exactly.
I think she might need to get one more, and then that's it. So I mean, you're very close to being there, and it's only been 6 weeks. I was in crypto for 6-7 years, and made money, lost it all, made it again. I mean, those mistakes, it took me months and years to learn, and you guys are getting it in a much quicker time frame, because now is the time for it, because there's a lot of stuff happening everywhere in the world, financially, social, politically, spiritually. It's all going on now, and that we're here for a reason to get this, so we can have some freedom and some.
Sure, I get that. I can see. I absolutely understand that, but I just finish off my little bit, because as we were talking about the Kraken, I sent them an email, and they came back and said, "Oh, we've sent it to a specialist department," and then it came back another email saying, "We were looking into it," and then it came back another one, "We're shutting your account down. Get lost, and take the money out within the Bitcoin out within 72 hours, or you've lost it."
Dorothy,
I've done that, so
Dorothy,
I've finished.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Sorry to interrupt you. This is not a Q&A. This is a show talking about the course.
Oh, sorry, Mark. Okay,
it's all right. It's all right.
We'll get to Kraken, and there is workarounds. So we've got alternatives, and that unfortunately has happened a few times, and we've got to be able to.
I get that. A lot of people have had the same trouble with Kraken, but I'll shut up now. So thank you. I am enjoying it, I think.
Well, I mean, this is a good example of the Q&A, and the Q&A.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Dorothy.
Thank you.
So I'm talking to the audience here as well as talking to you guys. So when I bring you on, let's stick to talking about the course if we can. Kate Malchak, could you want to pop on?
Hello there. Hi.
Hello. Hey, Kate.
Yeah, I'm loving the course. I'd done a little bit in crypto before and moved a little bit around, but I just love sort of learning about the basics, some of the sort of the meanings of the technical words, and I think crypto's here to stay. Sort of, love it or hate it, I think it's here to stay, and I think it's something that actually, we really do need to learn about. I really like the affirmations as well that we do at the beginning of the course to actually change our attitude towards money, because I think that's actually quite important to just understand that, yes, we can, we can be wealthy. We do deserve to be wealthy because, a lot of us have worked for years and struggled and kind of got into that mindset. So I think that's actually quite important to stop believing that, yes, we can have wealth and sovereignty. So yeah, I think the Telegram group's good, and as we've gone through the course over the weeks, it's nice to see people learning and then starting to help each other and share. So if if you've got a problem between lessons, you can post in the Telegram group, and people will come and help. So I've really seen that community grow. So yes, and of course Gary's knowledge is superb, and it's nice that we're actually learning from his years of experience. And and he says, well, I've done that, I've made that mistake, so don't do it that way. And it's excellent. And I think the thing I really like about it is you can pay what you can afford, because some of us we can't afford hundreds of pounds for these courses. So I think it's fantastic that you're giving us that option to pay what pay what we can afford.
Well, we thought that was just important right from the beginning, didn't we? Because these courses can cost a huge amount of money, which means people miss out. And it's when something's a fixed price, it's like a regressive tax, like VAT. The poorer you are, the more expensive it is. So thanks for appreciating that, Kate. We appreciate you.
Yeah, no, well, thank you very much.
And especially for your audience, it was important to do it that way, because you have a history now of doing that, and it works really well, and people get the value. And obviously, it was a big range of what it was worth. But just for example, there were some people who have hundreds of thousands. So if they pay the top per month, and already you can see the portfolio is up 6 or 7%.
Yeah,
I mean, they've made their money way back in that time. So I think some people thought they had to pay more than they should have, but that's fine. You base it on what you want to invest, and then work back from that. So there's really no pressure on anybody, and we really don't want there to be. And so
absolutely,
we try to help people as much as we can with that.
Absolutely. But I think what Dorothy said was absolutely really powerful, actually, because this aspect of it being very difficult at the beginning is 100% true. And when I launched it, I said it's going to be so easy my mum could follow it, and it is, but you have to put the work in. Do you agree with that, Kate?
Yes, yeah, I think so. I came with a little bit of experience, so I haven't had the problems opening the accounts that people have. But I think the fact is the help is there, isn't it? Either from Gary or from the Telegram group. So I think and it is, yes, it is a steep learning curve when you first come into it. But I think the fact is, you're not on your own. I think that's the important thing. So yeah.
Well, I was thinking about this. The other day, because every time I'm going to set up a new payee on a bank account, I'm going to get the IBAN, I'm going to get the address details, and then I'm going to go and do this, and then I've got a 2FA, and I go all this.
Yeah,
it's the same thing. It's just that we all learned banking when we were teenagers.
Yeah,
and it's like second nature, and that's really what. Gary handles all these websites and everything like a kid handles an app on a phone.
Yeah,
and it's just getting those neural pathways.
It's exactly what it is. Yeah. It's just muscle memory, and once you do it once or twice, it's the exact same process on every single exchange. So at some point, when you want to diversify even more, and you see this kind of random exchange, you can open up an account in 10 minutes, buy the coin, move it back into your own control, and you never have to go to that exchange again. So you can do it. You can do it really quickly, and it gets easier and easier and easier. The one thing I would say is you always want to keep focused on those best practices in terms of keeping 1 or 2 pages open at once, only ever looking at one address and one network at a time, because even recently I did make one mistake and sent money to a smart contract I shouldn't have. That's because I had 6 browsers open at once. So you always remember keeping those best practices, and people will be fine. But once you learn the skill, it becomes second nature.
Well, thanks for your input, Kate. We're going to move along with so many people here. Thank you very much. Sean, are you able to unmute and say a few words?
Oh, I love you too. Have a bit of a Welsh cwtch from me.
A Welsh clutch.
A Welsh cwtch.
Cwtch
is a hug in Welsh.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, I am a complete crypto virgin, and in fact, I had to look up what the word crypto meant. I'd heard of Bitcoin years ago, but really didn't understand it. So I think I've come on leaps and bounds. Yes, I've hit a wall and I've been frustrated, but I've got to say it's been wonderful. It's been, you've held our hand, you've talked us through it, you've answered questions. I think it's just wonderful. And I just want to share a really quick story, because when I started, I think I made a comment to you, Mark, when you'd said, oh, why aren't people showing their faces? I had like an old iPhone 6, actually. That's how eccentric I am. And I was trying to talk to you, write notes, couldn't open any accounts. And I was doing the affirmations every single day. And this is really strange. And I thought to myself, oh my God, I've got a cousin who works for Apple. And he used to work in San Francisco and has moved to Wales near me. And I thought, bugger it, I'll give him a ring. So I said, oh, Aled, do you get discount with Apple at all? And he said, well, I do. I get about, I don't know, say 28% corporate. And I said, well, one of these MacBook things, can I get one of those? And he said, yeah, leave it with me. So when he went to buy it for me, when you're in corporate, which I didn't know in Apple, they do like a lucky dip. So when you check out, you can get like an extra 50% off. So I'm sitting here now, you can see my face, because I'm on a brand new Apple MacBook, which is £1,400, and I paid 380 quid for it.
Wow.
Because he had a massive discount. So when we talk about abundance, I've never got lucky. And I thought, well, spiritually, you want me to be here, you know. Yeah, I love the honesty of pay. I mean, I don't pay the full amount. I pay what I can afford. And I think there's so many sites now where people are jumping on the bandwagon spiritually. And, you know, I mean, I'm very, very awake, you know, and it's been difficult for me because I work as a nurse in the NHS. So I've been embroiled in the crap of it all, you know, and really been torn with everything that's been going on. And I'm angry and I'm rebellious, and I just thought, this is amazing. I can take my own sovereignty. I've never had money. I've always been selfless, thinking it's important to give and not receive. And now I'm saying, bugger it. You know, I want it for me. So I'm very empowered, and I love you both. And there's nothing more I can say to that.
Well, there's lovely.
Thank you very much. Diolch yn fawr.
Hyd yn nos.
Da iawn. And I just want to say one thing. Nos da in Welsh, which sounds like no stars, means good night. Okay, so there's something you can all learn tonight. Nos da means good night.
Nos da.
Nos da. Yeah.
Aren't you supposed to ask a question at the end of that as well, though?
No. Well,
nos da, isn't it?
Pwy sy'n one? I don't know. I can speak in Welsh if you'd like me to.
No, I love Welsh. I love Wales. I was there recently, actually, but that's another story. Is Paulie on this call? I wonder if he is.
Thanks, Ian. That was really nice.
That's brilliant. Thank you, Sean.
Thank you.
Lovely, great story. Mary Smith, how are you doing? Do you want to say hello? Look at that. Jump on it. How fast are we hitting the unmute button? Go on, Mary.
Yes, I'm getting on fine. It has exercised a muscle I didn't know I had.
The crypto muscle.
It was most difficult at times with trying to get into the platforms and stuff like that. It's very, very challenging. You know, having to take your photo about 100 times, and in the dark, it's not taking it on. So I had to abandon ship and start another day. And eventually, after lots of times, managed to get the photograph taken that they wanted to prove who you were. So all that was quite challenging. And but once you're in, and my last struggle was Qcoin. I had the money, I had put money in, had it sitting for about 6 or 7 days, and I couldn't do anything with it. Got so far and didn't understand what I was doing wrong. Then I discovered that I had to change it into USDT. I now had still it in pounds, and that's why I couldn't get any further and was stuck. But I managed to figure it out, and after I clicked the button, and then I heard ka-ching, and it was wonderful. Yay!
Ka-ching!
So I went on and after I got Vela, I went on and got a wee bit of XLM and a wee drop of XRP, a wee 12 quid's worth. So that's me.
A wee drop of XRP.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
I just think it's so cool that when people are talking like they wouldn't have before. Like you said, same with Dorothy, even though she felt like she wasn't progressing that fast, she knows a lot. Mary's the same.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're looking at crypto experts here, guys, and this it's great. Why should it all belong to the kids? You know,
Yeah.
we need to take control of this.
We said it in one of the first videos. It's like, you know, people wouldn't assume that this kind of group will be well versed in crypto, and it's going to come up that you're going to be in a room with people. They're going to be talking about crypto, not expecting you to be able to talk, and you will know more than them and be more confident than them and have more money than them, hopefully, as well.
Well, that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
So thank you, Mary. Great, thanks for sharing your thoughts
So
with us.
it's starting to get exciting now, because I could get excited about it now, you know.
Yeah,
You know, you're
that's-
going somewhere with it.
That's huge.
Yeah, because you have to get through,
Thank you.
get through the pain barrier, don't you? Really,
Gary's very patient.
he is
Thank you.
far more patient than me. I know that. Thank you, Mary. Let's go to Paulie. It looks like he's in the bath. Hello, Paulie.
You're absolutely right. I better be careful where I point my camera.
You better be careful.
Tell you what.
I'm just going to tell the audience about you first. So when
Okay.
I did the Manchester show, when was it? Was it in April or was it?
April, May, yeah.
So when I did the Manchester show in April, this eccentric chap comes up to me and says, "Hello, do you want to fly one of these?" And he holds up a picture of a gyrocopter. I went, "Gyrocopters, yes!" And then we went. I took two of my kids. And we went, and Paulie was phenomenal flying instructor for me and two of my kids in his gyrocopter in North Wales, which he's since written off. You dozy bugger.
Yes, I'm afraid I allowed myself to become distracted, which is a cardinal sin, and I ended up low and slow. So I knew I had to land, no choice about it. And I thought, oh, well, too bad. But then one of the blades hit the sandbank and it turned it over. So, yeah, but my ego is very badly damaged. But hopefully the aircraft.
At least you're not. Yeah, that's the main thing. That's the main thing.
I think I just want to say to you guys that this course is great because it's focusing my interest. And, there's bits I'm picking up and picking, but I tell you, I'd love Gary if he could possibly do that Exodus thing again, so we could see all the screens.
Yeah, I'll do it again. Yeah, I was
Because I'm stuck with Exodus, trying to get some Ethereum out of Nexo to Exodus, that it won't go on other than the Ethereum link, which apparently they charge a high fee for. So I'm keen to see that again. But otherwise, I'm very, very happy with what's happening. Great.
So yeah, would you recommend it to anybody that wanted to learn about crypto?
Yes, I would, but they'd need to be A, quite bright, and B, interested, so they would be, they wouldn't get tired of it. And they need quite a lot of spare time to get to where we all are now. I know we've all spent a lot of time at it, and it's great. That's behind us now, so we're getting to a bit. We're freewheeling to an extent, which is superb. Without Gary's help, I wouldn't have got anywhere at all, and nowhere.
Thank you, Paulie. How do you answer that? You did. They all love it.
No, yeah, it's great. It's great. I mean, it's like you said, there's an initiation aspect to it. There is time, there is dedication, there is commitment. But at the moment, it's a fairly complete step-by-step process. And as long as you watch the videos, I think, and you don't even need to participate in Telegram. As long as you watch the videos, you'll get as far as these guys within 6 weeks.
6 weeks, yeah.
You could do it faster, but you can take your time.
Well, the good thing about recording it is you could actually do 8 hours a day. You'd have it done in a week. But because we did it live, we did it every 2 or 3 days over the course of these weeks. So it's good. I'm trying to get my kids to join it. That's the main thing I want to do, is get the kids onto it. But thank you, Paulie. We're going to move on to Karen Northover. How you doing, Karen?
Hi there. How you doing?
Hey, Karen.
We're good.
Hi. You can hear me. That's good.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm really enjoying this. You guys are all my heroes. I mean, I just can't believe the steps that people are taking. And what I'm finding with the course is it's given me a chance to have a routine, because over the past 3 years, with all the pandemic and stuff, I haven't really had much of one. And the learning has been fantastic. For me, I've just been more monitoring what's going on. I've taken a few steps back in 2018, and I'm just having the funds to be able to get going on it as well is a hurdle. But you got to start somewhere, right? You can't just keep on, like, you're playing the game of double dutch, and you got to get in the game. So I've got a little bit. I struggled with Coinbase. I was on Quadriga in Canada, and that, I don't know if you know the history of what happened with Quadriga and Coinbase, and just wondering, what are the the platforms that are going to be best. Like wondering if I have wallets of other ones that you guys, you know, you're talking about Exodus and I have a different wallet. Like, is it better just to get on what you guys are already on because it's easier to watch the tutorials and follow along than to go to use another wallet that I have that's not one that you've talked about?
Yeah,
I mean, that's
yeah. Well, I would say whatever you're comfortable with, I would definitely keep that for sure. And like we said before, generally the technique and and what you need to do to get on each exchange is the same. It might look slightly different, but your emails,
yeah, you can
two-factor authentication, it's your KYC, and then jurisdictionally. And then here's another thing: it's going to change again. You know, like I've logged into things in the last week. Kraken has changed in the last week, and another exchange is completely switching. You have to take all your funds off it, and move it to its sister sites. So these things do happen, and that's why you need to stay informed. And like a community like this is great because what you'll find is you guys will start getting the news before I do, and then we can jump on it really quick. That is a really powerful thing. Like I pay into multiple communities every month, like quite a lot, to keep ahead of the news. But you guys are in that now, and you're getting that advantage as well. But you've got to be fluid, and you've got to be able to move in your jurisdiction, and you've got to be able to pivot when you need to. And I think people are developing that skill really well.
It's really interesting to watch, and I'm really looking forward to seeing more of the trading stuff. And it's been great to actually you guys go in and actually do something, like when Mark was doing the stuff with his coins and you were showing back and forth the screens. And yeah, that's a big part of it too, is just to get comfortable with that. But it's been fabulous. I've been loving it.
Brilliant.
Thank you guys.
Thank you, Karen.
Thanks, Karen.
I was just going to tell the viewers, you know, I'm like these guys. I get fucking cross, and I'm like, and Gary. Really,
oh yeah, there's been some expletives.
Yeah.
This journey.
there always are this sort of thing, but you know, if you like learning, this is a great thing. But this is why we called it the Crypto Club rather than a course, because there's a course element to it, because you have to learn how to do the basics. But then we're going to be following trades. That's the bit I'm looking forward to. Is following where Gary goes, right, go and buy this one, and then we all make a load of money together, which is the plan. That's the idea. And
I mean, there's been people around you, and they don't buy into this crypto thing, like around in my community and my family and whatnot. They're not for it. So it's like trying to say, okay, well, that's your choice. I'm going to make my choice to move it in a different direction. So yeah, you guys have been great strength.
Yeah, and the point is, at some point they will be, and that's when we know we're
have
to sell a lot of our portfolio. When the that's going to happen, you know. Yeah,
I have to remind myself that we are going to be the leaders, you know, in a lot of ways. So we have to be there for our family and friends.
Midnight's just joined us. Hello, Midnight.
Beautiful.
Look into the camera. Everybody see how beautiful your eyes are. I think she's nagging for food. Thank you, Karen. Whereabouts are you, by the way?
I'm in Canada, Edmonton. I was just up the road from Janine.
Oh, yeah. Now she's Hideaway.
Now she's Hideaway.
Yeah. Brilliant. Well, thanks for joining us, and we're going to move on because we've got lots of people to get to. Sue, how are you?
Hello, Mark. Hello, Gary. How are you?
Hey, Sue.
Hey.
We're great.
I'm very well. I'm getting on with it very well. I've managed to set up my portfolio. Got my CoinGecko, which I only look at about 300 times a day now. I'm weaning myself off. So yeah, I've managed I've done a bit in the past, but I've managed to set them all up. Kraken's a pain. I set that all up, and then they did exactly what they did to Dorothy and just cancelled me. But anyway, never mind. So I've set up some more, and I'm fine with it. It's been very good, and I love Gary's meditations. Love that. Makes it all feel special. I think it's lovely. And the Telegram group is really helpful. Everyone seems to be very good at explaining everything now. So yeah, all in all, it's going very well.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah.
The good thing now, Kraken, I mean, that was a surprise to me, I have to say, the number of people who
Yeah.
just were shut out of it, and for no, like, they don't give you a reason.
No, they don't. No, they're not allowed to discuss it for security reasons. And then they messaged me the next day or something, asking me if I was happy with the result of my query or something. And I just said, well, you've written to me and said you don't want me as a customer, so I thought that was the end of it. So I wouldn't bother with them again. So, but I don't know why they seem to have done it to quite a lot of us, don't they?
It did, yeah. At least KuCoin now is an alternative, and we can on Kraken there, and that's the point, you know. I always found it quite easy to take money from Kraken, and that was one of the reasons we did it, because it was it's in the UK, because you know, a lot of you guys are in the UK, so so I thought it would be the most straightforward, and for some it's easy, but I don't know why that's happening. I think they might have some sort of you know, just a blanket no, where they have to like say no to a certain number of people in order to meet their regulatory requirements. You know, like, oh look, we've refused X number of people, so we're obviously in compliance, or we're doing
possibly,
possibly.
But anyway, it's their loss, really, isn't it? They've lost quite a few people on here, I think.
Yeah. Sure.
Anyway, yes, it's very good. I'm thoroughly enjoying it.
Great, brilliant. Thank you, Sue.
Okay.
Thanks for chipping in. Hi, Christine. Core, how you doing?
Hi, hello. Just really, really special. It's like I can echo everything everybody said. Just, it's like, I can say it's changed my life, actually, plodding along in a certain way. And then suddenly there's an opportunity. And my first response was, oh, I'm not sure I can. And then it's like, I'm blooming going to, you know. And it's so, there are the struggles. But what I think is so brilliant is this, this spiritual and personal part to it, you know, where this sense of going through an initiation, and everything that's worthwhile is worth the effort. And that is such, and to go through that and push through it, etc., it's a real gift to have in one's life, to actually do it. Been really, really inspired. And it's like, back in the day, yes, somebody else used to pay me, and then for the last quite a lot of years I've been self-employed. But if I'm self-employed, you've got to advertise to get people, and how many people will come, and I've got to do this and all the rest of it. Crypto is down to what I do. And yes, we're getting superb. I mean, it's just such a privilege to have, you know, your guidance. It's amazing. And then, you know, with that guidance, I've got a sense of authority and sovereignty over my wealth.
That's the thing.
And there's nothing to beat it.
That's beautifully put. Yeah.
And you can see how, you know, even with Shan, how when you get into that mindset, stuff starts to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, it's happened for me since I did those affirmations years ago. I know it's happened for Mark as well. Things move smoothly. The universe starts to, you get into that flow, you know, and that happens to everybody. Like it's a real thing.
Yeah. So really, really grateful that you put this on, and it's so perfectly timed as well. And I'd already lost some money. I'd been on Coinbase ages ago, and it'd just gone down and down. I did what Mark had done, and I swore I was never going to go on crypto again.
Everyone's up, right?
I don't know. I haven't even looked. I've been so busy, but
it's not so bad. Yeah, not so bad today.
Yeah.
Well, it's really, really good feedback, that, because this kind of ties in as well with the donation. What we've known, you know, this donations model of business, like pay what you can afford. That's what we're doing in the healing center as well. And the big surprise for me is, effectively, it's really hit me how society treats people like children, so they act like children. But if you start treating people like adults, they start acting like adults, and they start taking responsibility, and they become better people. And I've already seen it from people that have come to the healing center, and it's fundamentally simple, you know, because it's not, you know, of course Gary deserves paying for his knowledge and everything else, and the course takes time and effort to put together. Everybody understands that, but it's back to this idea that, you know, we're all at different places and we've all been brainwashed financially our entire lives. And, you know, we even got, you know, doing what I've been doing for the last 3 years, you get attacked. If you even mention money, you know, you just get attacked. You know, you're a grifter, you're this, you're that, the other. But, you know, when you got somebody, I mean, we actually, you talked about the timing there, Christine. We actually talked about doing this 3 years ago, didn't we?
Yeah.
And it just was the right time. It just, everything happened, everything's happening in flow. So that's great feedback. Thank you, Christine.
Can I just say one more thing? And that's going back to something you said, Mark, earlier. And this is a real compliment to what you're doing, and many blessings for it. Yeah, there's whiz kids in London and making how much money. And one of the things that you acknowledged is that the people that you've gathered together will serve the community, our family. You know, we're of that. That's what we do.
Well, exactly,
Not,
because people like you are all spiritual healers, you know, awake. How amazing to get, you know, hundreds, billions of dollars, whatever, into the hands of people like us.
Yeah.
Because we're not going to go and buy Ferraris. We're going to go and build the communities that we want, and that's what this is all about, really.
I have no limit to how much money I want.
Fantastic.
Really, I don't. Yeah, and I know it's so empowering. And you know, I don't want it. I couldn't care less what car I have. But what you can do with it, just amazing. Love it. Love the stuff.
That's the point. That is the point. Brilliant. Thank you, Christine. We're going to move on to Harvey now. How are you doing, Harvey?
I'm well, thank you. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Hey, Harvey. Yeah,
we got you. We got you.
Yeah. Loving the course. Really enjoying it. I think it's the first thing I've done in 3 years that's actually piqued my interest in sort of life again, really. Yeah, I mean, I'm an artist, so 3 years ago when lockdown happened, my business just went down the pan, really. And
common story.
I mean, yeah, and so really, I haven't had any enthusiasm to do my work or anything, but this has really piqued my interest again. You know, I think it's because it's probably a chance to actually look after my family. Again, you know, had that opportunity to provide some sort of security for my family. So it's been great, Gary. You know, I did buy XRP. 3 years ago, and I put it on a Ledger wallet, and I bought it for 11p a coin, and I watched it go up to, I think it went up to £1, over £1, and I sat there and watched it go up. I didn't do anything, and it all went down again. And so I was interested, but you know, I didn't have that knowledge of what to do with it, where to move it.
I mean, it's profound, isn't it? If you for those watching, you know what Harvey's just explained is what happened to me, and it's like with this course, Gary would give us a sell signal like on the way up to 160 and maybe 140 or something, and we'd have sold, taken the profits, then it drops, and then you go and buy a load more. And that's how this is going to be panning out. That's what I'm just explaining that for the viewers.
Yeah, and there's two things we're happy first. So I think there's still one more chance to hodl, like hold on for dear life and sell at the top. Okay, and that could play out from now for the next 3 years. But there's at least two opportunities to hold for a little while, what you're doing now, sell at a relative top. It will crash before there's a massive run. So the whole thing is going to come down before we get this herd mentality of every single person wanting to get in, and this switch being flipped for a new financial system. So there's two really good opportunities. The other thing, Harvey, you should look at is we might do a module on this, is NFTs.
No, I was going to mention NFTs. Yeah, he's perfect.
You can put your art, NFTs, put it on this multiple crypto platforms, and you can sell it all over the world. You know. So we'll look at that. We'll do a module on NFTs because that's I think a lot of people could benefit from it.
I've looked into that, and there's been sort of issues about copyright. That's the only thing I don't like about it.
Yeah, it's not perfect, but there's opportunity there, and there's some people making really good living.
Yeah,
great.
Yeah.
Okay.
But NFTs has just got me an invite to Mar-a-Lago for dinner with Donald Trump, so I'm very happy with that.
Oh, okay. Nice. Okay, thank you.
That's brilliant.
Thank you, Harvey.
Thank you very much.
Really
Thanks.
good. Thank you. I'm going to move on now to Richard. Richard Lowe, how you doing?
Oh, my God.
I'm good. I'm good.
Right, hey, hang on. You win the prize for being the fastest to unmute. Well done.
I'm sort of used to doing it in work anyway, so the Zoom thing is quite easy in a way. I mean, I find it pretty straightforward. But about the course at the moment, I'm doing another. I'm sure you've all heard of Tony Robbins.
Yeah.
And I'm doing a Tony Robbins course at the same time. And it sort of is really sort of, because it sort of fits in with everything. But there's a lot of things in that this course brings. And I think it brings to the communities that it brings a confidence to this community. And, you know, there's people, we can do it all together. We can do this. It's really majorly important. If you look at some of these things I've been on, it's like people will log out before they go up because they make you go into little rooms and you talk with people, and people are afraid of doing these things. And I'm sure a lot of people here, as we've heard, are afraid of doing this. So you guys doing this is incredible, to give people confidence that they don't believe they have, but they have it. And you just need convincing you've got it, and you just got to do it time and time again. And that's what you're doing here. Because I've had a rough time with work and stuff, because I'm self-employed in the music industry, and it's not an easy place to be. However, and I looked at Forex, and there's this guy advertising on the YouTube or whatever, and you go into it and you do the.
I know him.
Greg Secker.
Yeah, I knew him years ago. Yeah.
Okay. And you go into the thing and it's like it leads you in, and you get to the thing of the cruncher and he goes, okay, it's £5,000 to get in.
Yeah.
Then you need £10,000. And then there's no guarantees, because I'm not really going to help you, because I'm going to be making money out of you all the way down the line. And you feel that what you guys are doing, what my way of thinking as well, is about family, community, helping my family. One thing that worries me most is health and stuff with what we've been through. And so to be able to think of being able to have an income that's generated this way, to be able to hopefully take care of family and things like this. Forget cars and all this. I'm sick of seeing it. It's just so much. And to, you know, I saw Mark at first time he was in Manchester at the monastery. I met him outside actually, and we talked for a little while. But I just really love what you're doing. And I think it's very special for these people to have this belief, because the older you get, the more you are made to feel like you're useless and you're not important anymore. And you know, you go to anything, it's like you've got a phone on, or you've got to go online to do this thing. It's like my mother couldn't do that. She can't even type a message on her phone. And it's so, it just ostracizes everybody. And you are bringing people in and giving them confidence and joy and all these other things that mean a hell of a lot, as well as, and I'm loving it. It's hard because this, you look at other thing now, but I just know that what you're doing gives me good feelings, and I can see other people out there who've got good feelings.
Mm-hmm. Wow, it's amazing.
Yeah, thank you, Richard.
And we did touch on that in one of the first calls, and it's, you know, this systematic destruction of the elders in society, you know, and it's been the destruction of wisdom, of knowledge, of like sacred initiation, of all these things that bring young people, children, adults into a way that they thrive and live in the world completely. Without the older generation giving instruction, society collapses. That's the agenda. That's exactly what's happening now. Okay, so you have kids in school now being taught all this crazy LGBT thing. They need conservatism now. They need older people to tell them what to do. They need that. In tribes, the young people were always sent to the elders first in order to get the wisdom, because the parents hadn't reached that level yet. And it's so important. So what Richard said is profound, it's true, and is one of the reasons why we're doing it this way.
Thank you.
Yeah,
guys.
and also, you know, crypto is a huge part of this world. And what's it like Richard said with his mum on the phone? It's a bit like my mum and her phone, to be honest. But it's like crypto is just this whole world that's there. It's a terrible thing if you don't know anything about it whatsoever.
Yeah.
You know, and it does it. You know, and I just love listening to this feedback. It's good. Gary's done a phenomenal job. And there's no accident that we met, and there's no accident that we've done all this stuff, and it's all meant to be. Who's next? Jasmine. Hi, Jasmine.
Hello. Hi, Mark. Hi, Gary.
Hey, Jasmine.
I am loving the course. I love the energy around the course. I think you're an amazing teacher, Gary. Your knowledge is fantastic. You just hold the space, you clear the space, you hold everyone's hands, and I feel very safe. So before I did the course, I was a bit scared of money. I didn't even, I just thought crypto was a scam, and I'm an IT digital dinosaur, but I've been listening to Mark for a few years, and I trust Mark. So when he said, I've got this guy who's really good, I believed him, and I do still more so now. I love it. Yeah, it just resonated with me, and I just love the way the energy is moving along. I have no fear around it, even though I have no idea what I'm doing still. I just trust the process. So I'm just kind of doing what I'm told, and then waiting for the next step, and then clearing the way, using my rods. I'm doing Abby Wynn's boot camp at the moment, so I've got Ganesha with me clearing the space. So I love it. I love it all.
Awesome. See how awesome it is when people, and like Jasmine is one of the people who really gets involved. I mean, you're bringing your own energy to it, and you're enthusiastic, and you're willing to jump on and talk and participate and show what you're doing, show where you're doing well, and show where you're not doing well. And that's what it's all about, because that helps everybody. And so yeah, Jasmine's awesome, and that's brilliant. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I feel there's just no bad vibes around it, so I feel very safe.
Yeah.
It's really exciting thinking about where we're going. I just thought, oh my goodness, okay, I've never saved. I don't want to be drawing, a measly £100 pension. So this is exciting, thinking that I can do something and do some good. Yeah. And share it, and I love it.
Well, you're a great part of the course as well, and that's what also makes a great course, when you've got a great bunch of people, isn't it?
Yeah, this group is amazing.
Yeah, really amazing group, and you guys watching should join it. Try it out, cat. I just scared it by shouting. So I got the old anyway. Thanks for that, Jasmine.
Thank you
so much. Ian, how you doing? Ian Nuts.
Hey, how are you doing, guys?
Hey, Ian, look great.
Excellent. I've said it before when I first joined, and I'll say it again. You guys are doing a great thing for so many people who barrier to entry is too much for most people, and by leveling the playing field, that's a credible thing you're doing, and also sharing the wisdom you have. I got into crypto, well, not that early, but early 2021, and made quite a bit of money, but I didn't realize it was going to go down the toilet really quickly. So, but I've kept the faith because I believe in crypto. It's the future. It really is. And by helping everybody, level up, you're just doing such a great thing. And also, it was very lonely because I've never met anybody else who was in crypto. So when I got a chance to be on this course, that was great, because I could actually sort of, hang out with people who were in the same field. So that was an amazing thing. So again, just great to be here. I'm loving it.
Brilliant.
It's great. Well, good. No, that's incredible. Thanks, Ian. But
You're welcome.
You bring up a really good point there about the loneliness of it, because
yeah,
if you go and sort of go on YouTube and start looking into crypto, you get taken this direction, that direction.
Yeah.
If you have a problem with an account like we've heard here tonight about like with Kraken, that can be really disheartening. And then you know, and I went through that process years ago. I actually tried to buy Bitcoin back in 2012, I think, and it just drove me insane. And I gave up.
I bet it did.
And there was nobody to talk to about it. So I
Yeah.
You know, but then, you know, I bought into I think I mentioned this on the course. I bought into a Bitcoin fund from Bank to the Future.
Yeah.
700 quid, and it turned into 40, 50 grand. And I was like, I need to pay attention to this, because how hard do you have to work to make 40, 50 grand?
Yeah.
You know, that's the point of this. And because it doesn't, the way that you know, somebody said to me the other day, I'd love to do the course, but I haven't got time to sit on the computer all day looking at crypto prices. That's not what this is about. This is not about that at all. This is about empowering you and being in a group. And we follow Gary. And Gary goes, buy here, sell here. And then if we're banking, and it's only to bank profits, so that we can do 50x our money and then go and do even more things with it, which is so that's great, amazing feedback.
All I want to do is buy enough money to buy the Houses of Parliament and turn it into a skating rink.
Love it. That's pretty easy. No, I think if we make enough money, we buy it and then finish off what Guy Fawkes started.
Yeah, absolutely.
He missed the button.
I know, sadly.
I know. I think but anyway, brilliant. Thanks, Ian. Love that. Okay, do you know how to say that name?
Graznia.
Graznia. Hi, Graznia. Grazina. So sorry if I'm
Yes, hi. Call me Gina. Everybody calling me Gina. I'm Polish. My name Grażyna.
Hi, Gina.
Yeah, hi. It's great to be a part of the lesson. I never had I interested in some cryptocurrency 2 years ago. I got some XRP on my ledger, but I really don't know what to do. How I did that, but anyway, I got, and I'm learning. I'm watching the film, the videos. I back and forward, and I develop my knowledge about cryptocurrency. And this is great to be here. Great.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you, Gina. It's brilliant.
Thank you.
Did you understand his Irish accent though?
Sorry?
It's all mine.
Well, accent is great. I don't like to have a speech, you know. I'm really ashamed.
No, you're doing great, and it's fantastic that you're on this course, and we love everybody on this course. It's just wonderful to hear this feedback, and you're enjoying teaching it as well.
Yeah, and like I said, that just reminds me that the XRP thing and the XLM and the XDC and all these at the end of the module, we've got like 3 modules left. After that, we're going to start doing kind of fun ones, and we're going to do deep dives into different coins. And I'm going to do XRP because I've got to give you the light and the dark version of it, and we've got to figure out. The answer is we're going to be in the middle because we're going to always hold it. But I'm going to go into that in detail, and that's going to be a fun module.
Good. Looking forward to that one.
Yeah.
Because I'm a big fan of the X coins, but I'm also going to do what the teacher says.
Yeah. So just don't marry XRP just yet, because we still want to trade that in the next move. So we'll keep a little bit, but we will trade that one when the time is right, and then get it back when it's lower. Okay, cool.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank
We're going to
you.
move along because we've got a packed house. And Janice, how you doing, Janice?
There.
Yes.
Hi, I'm so grateful. I came with bucket loads of fear, which I still have. I love my hand being held. I think that the universe wants me to do this. First, it was Katie Rain's Abundance Group, and then it was one that Jean-Claude at Beyond Mystic that Janine is part of put on a short one that was way over my head. I couldn't do anything. And so I'm behind, but now I'm allowing myself to just do it at my own pace as time allows. And I'm just so grateful for all the support. Yeah, it's huge, and I'm grateful to you both. Gary's been great help when I couldn't get on to start with, but I'm in Canada, on Vancouver Island now. I was from Alberta, Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, but I've moved recently to Vancouver Island. So there's some platforms that we can't get in Canada, but I'm on Coinbase, and I also have Kraken and one other one, I think. So I have a few coins. I haven't traded anything yet, but I'll get on the videos. And I have been listening to someone on the Telegram group posted the May Levy Abundance meditation, and I listened to that a lot too, to try and get over that, because throughout my whole life I've let other people manage my funds, and so that's a big deal too, to take part in that.
It is a big deal.
So I love the support. I love you both. I'm so grateful for you for doing this and supporting us. So thank you.
Thank you, Janice. That's great.
Thank you, Janice. Brilliant. Brilliant. We're moving on to Irina. Hello, Irina. Can you hear us?
Oh, hi. Yes, I am just so happy with this opportunity. I really am. I lost my husband a year and a half ago. He was fantastic with crypto. I never got to learn it really. And so with his passing, I really had to look into this, and it just was doing my head, and I couldn't, and I didn't know where to start. So this course is giving me a chance to learn, to stop being afraid of this, and just feel okay about that. So I'm so grateful to you. Absolutely fantastic. And so many people were saying that the fact that it's affordable and you're holding our hand, and the group on Telegram is great. People just help each other, and questions, and it doesn't matter. And the fact that you're among awake people is just so wonderful, really wonderful. So I'm very behind actually, because I work full time, and by the time I get home, it's quite late. So I have to go and listen to all the models over and over again, and just go for it. So I opened a couple of exchanges at the beginning, but now I feel a bit stuck. But look, the very fact that it's there, you can go and listen to it again and ask a question, and it's just fantastic, absolutely fantastic. And love your meditations, Gary. Love the spirit.
Yeah.
Love the it's just down to earth, really good, really, really good. Feels very good. So much gratitude to you.
Wow, amazing story. Thanks, Irina. It's amazing.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant. Brilliant. It's all divine guidance, all of this stuff. It's absolutely brilliant. And the way it came together just cracks me up. But it always cracks me up. Thank you, Irina. I'm going to move on to Jane now. Hi, Jane.
Hi. Oh, lovely to get the opportunity to thank you very much for everything that you're doing. I feel really well supported. I'm still struggling a bit to get my head around Kraken, one of the things, and because I'd sent several emails asking for help, I got a $10 gift from them to use, and I still can't use it. I still can't use my card in there.
Kraken's not coming on too well today, is it?
No, it's not. No.
You didn't give her up to give her $10.
Yeah, but you couldn't use it.
Can't use no, because my card, my bank card, I can use it to buy other things, but I can't use it on Kraken for some reason. Anyway, I'm still trying to get into. Well, I've got into Qcoin, but I'm working my way through that as well. And but the main thing I wanted to say is that I feel that this is a gift. The course that you're running, it's just a gift to me. It's come at a real opportune time. I've had a project on the back boiler for years that I've never had the finance to do, and I'm an artist, and I need to build a studio beside my cottage because I live in the most beautiful valley in Mayo, and I want to build a studio with living accommodation so that I can invite artists and writers and other people that haven't got the beautiful place to inspire them to do their work. And so this is a dream that I came to Ireland with about 20 years ago, and I've never been able to manifest it. I read, now. Pardon?
You will now.
Yes, I know. And that's why I'm saying this is such a wonderful opportunity. It feels as though you've given me a gift, and I can't afford to pay the full amount, but I'm paying what I can, and I will try and reimburse you as and when I get my the money coming through. But I just want to say it's so wonderful, all the support and the help and the generosity of spirit, and I love the meditations you do at the beginning. And yeah, I'm just, and I want to be able to, I'll be very interested in the, what is it, the NFTs when you're, because I'd love to sort of spread my artwork around a little bit more. And yeah, thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, brilliant, Jen. That's amazing. And what I would say as well, I think the big thing in terms of abundance and in terms of clearing that, in terms of manifesting, I said at the start, but it's the vision of what you want to do, not the money. Don't worry about how much. You need to know what the number is, but you have to create the vision and then live into that future, you know, or imagine it, you know, like see yourself doing all those things, and it happens.
Yeah, and I've drawn a plan out of how I want it, and I've got everything exactly where I want, and I know how I want people to come from all around the world, and I want to use it as a place that I could perhaps share with other artists from around the world and do swaps and all sorts of ideas. So, but
I want to go and see it. You know, I want to go. I was in Mayo this weekend doing mushrooms.
Oh right.
And it's all good.
Yes,
we created everything.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So,
Thank you.
That's brilliant. Thanks, Jane.
Amazing.
You have to come up to Boyle. We're not far from you.
Yeah.
Yes, I know. I know.
Can we go in the oxygen tent?
Oh, lovely. Yes, please.
Yeah.
Righto. I will. Thank you very much. Thanks.
Brilliant. That's lovely. Gareth, how you doing, Gareth?
Gentlemen and everybody else, greetings. Doing really well, guys. Thank you. It's I've been in crypto about 3 or 4 years with friends taking the lead. I just needed somewhere where I could learn for myself, and this has been absolutely fantastic. And to see so many people similar position to myself, not really understanding but wanting to. And you guys with the focus, the knowledge, the community spirit, it's been amazing. So I can't thank you both enough.
Wow, that's brilliant, Gareth.
And I'm trying to get more, I'm trying to get friends. I live in Birmingham. So quite a few people that are on the same journey. And I've met quite a few people that want to do stuff in the community as well. And I can't wait for this to really pick up. And there's so many things that we've got, well, planned, and other people's ideas as well that we can really work on those too. So yeah, I'm confident that this is going to make it happen.
Well, that's exactly what this is about. Brilliant.
I mean, you know the guy as well, Mike Shinton.
I know Mike really well, yeah.
Yeah. So he's one of the guys that I'm working with, and we want to try and get things really set up and started.
Yeah, no, I know great guys around there, and my mum lives in Birmingham as well. Big part of my life, and really great people doing great things, and sticker in the BBC every week and all of that. But they're great guys, great guys.
Well, I was putting the stickers on the BBC. We were there together.
Good man.
I was the tallest one, so I could get them up really high, so nobody else.
And they couldn't reach them.
Yeah. Doing the old dunk shot with the basketball, stick them on the roof.
Fantastic. I mean, you know, we're unstoppable. We just need more resources.
It's momentum. Yeah, momentum. You start to create that vibe in people, and you bring them along with you.
But here's a funny thing in the past. In terms of money, everyone kind of knows someone who's made money or got rich, but it's always in isolation. Like one person. It's one person, you know, of maybe 100 people. Even that's happened in crypto too, where people have done well, but it's very much like one person here, and then people make a lot of money, but it's not the community. And it won't be on the next run where that happens. It will be the one after that, the big run, where you'll have literally thousands of people who are now millionaires in one moment. Okay. And that's when that'll have a synergy all of its own, where people will help each other. That's the phase we're moving into. And that's why it's so exciting,
Well, the other exciting thing about that is when you've got a group of people like this and it's spread out across the world, and there's a lot of English people here and stuff like that, but we're all spread out. And they do make a lot of money, then they're going to share ideas and I did this and that's what we've done.
Imagine the event we're going to put on after this.
Well, that's the thing. That's why we've had 200 franchise inquiries for Live 5D Health. It's nuts,
mate. I'm not surprised. It's fantastic.
And now we're trying to get legal agreements done, but nobody's ever done a legal agreement for a private membership association ever. It doesn't exist. So we're having to do all that from scratch, and then we're writing the franchise handbook, and we're doing that from scratch. And we're doing it all.
And getting the best chambers that exist in the world.
We've got the best chamber. I mean, it's just amazing what's happening.
Yeah.
The way it's
snowballed, isn't it? It's just incredible.
Because we're in flow. It's the age of Aquarius. If we just keep, we are fractals of God. We have the same power, and that's what it's about. And I think it's wonderful. Thank you, Gareth, and give my love to Mike who's seeing this.
Oh, well, I'm seeing him out for a coffee, so yes, I will pass on your regards.
Well, normally when I see it, we go out for a steak with my mum if she's available.
He's told me that story, but I'll keep it quiet. But there's still a side bin. I'm with you on that one.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's ancient wisdom. It's the wisdom of the universe.
I mean, you get a good shaman to walk you through it. It's absolutely fantastic.
No, you have to do it in ceremony and with the right people. That's what
you do. Yes, you got to be careful.
I'm saying that I still like munching. Because we that's what our ancestors did. They had the wisdom of the mushrooms. They drank the milk from the cow that was eating the cannabis. They had the CBD and everything. Anyway, that's another subject. We're sticking to the crypto course. Thanks, Gareth.
Yeah, exactly. Stop it.
So we're going to go from Birmingham to Dublin, the lovely Catherine Cabinet. I said Catherine now. I got it the wrong way around. How you doing, Catherine?
I'm doing great, thank you. I haven't been in here in a while, and I kind of behind, so I was kind of going, I need to get back into crypto, because I know I love this group, and I love what you are doing and stuff like that. To start, I was a bit frustrated. I mean, I'm a videographer and I do editing and technical stuff. So I'm in awe at the ladies at the start there, Dorothy and that, how they stuck with it, because I even found it very frustrating and very just getting stopped every step of the way. And I felt like giving up at the start, but I don't give up easy. So what I did was I just came out and started again. I think I heard one of the ladies saying that, just a different email. And then suddenly things work. So I have a Kraken account. I have Nexo, and I have, what's the other thing?
Exodus.
Oh, something else. No, I have an old Coinbase one I found, but I just waiting to get cards verified and that, do you have to stand with the Nexo and put the name and your driver's license and all that, but it's just, I've been working extra hours and stuff like that, so I just haven't got back around to it, but because I love to keep up with the group, so that was frustrating me. So it's a learning curve in a lot of different ways where I've had to learn to be patient and, just take it step by step. And the recordings are there, so I can go back into them, and so that's lovely to have that backup. Otherwise, I would be panicking.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to do, because I want to get out of the job I'm in and I want to earn money and do all, what everybody's doing. So it's really heartening to listen to people tonight. And particularly the men were making me emotional. Listening to them, what they were saying was really getting to me, Garrett and Richard particularly, and that, it was really lovely to hear what they were saying about family. So I'm really delighted. I wasn't, I was working a lot of hours yesterday and today, and I wasn't going to come in, but I'm so delighted I come in now, because I feel real energized and delighted, for listening to everybody, and I know I'll catch up, once I get in, I'll figure it out, because that's the type of person I am and that, but I just love what you are doing, the community. And because my son told me last week, this is a scam, like what other people were saying. And he was in it a few years ago, and they tell you to put money in, and then they would get the money and nobody else, that. And that was starting to doubt in my mind, because I hadn't been in the group. But now that I'm back in, I know I'll just put that out of my head. And like that, I want to do great things. You know, we can manifest, and and we're in the age of Aquarius and all that, so it's just the whole, I even had a guy contact me in my Facebook page. He's done something with money over the years. I can't remember. Tried to me to get in to do different, not necessarily crypto. I think he was talking about gold. And I said, no, you're fine. It was like he was just coming in to say hello and catch up. And then suddenly he was trying to get me to buy gold, that thing. And I said, no, I'm already in a group and that. And he was saying, oh, really, really? What is it? And I said, oh, he was saying something that I didn't know what it was. And I was, no, we're just learning. We're just at the early, so we're all learning together. Oh, send me the link. So I sent him the link. So I never heard anything. So I can't remember his name, but he's not here. But obviously he was curious, but I don't know. Maybe he's spiritual or something. I don't know, but it was just interesting that he wanted the link. So I sent the link that you had. So I don't know what he did, but that's beside the point. That's his business, But yeah, so thank you, Gary. You're very patient. You're great. I'm like Mark. I like to get things done. I'm a bull in the china shop. I love to get it all done together. And me, Mark. I did Mark's other course. I'm getting back to that, and I'm going to teach it. That's where I'm at now. And I want to do trauma informed coach is something that's come up in a QHHT session I'm doing. So I've a lot of stuff that's typical me.
Yeah.
I've a lot going on at the same time, and I have to learn to be patient and take them bits, So that's what I've loads of stuff that I want to do. I'm a signpost. That's what came up in the group, that I point people to where they want to go, if you know what I mean. So learning this stuff, I'll be pointing people to this course, and learning the trauma, learning the video coaching, so that resonates with me, that I'll be pointing people. I'll help people as much as I can with what I can, but I'll point them. And that's why I love learning this and learning all the different stuff, that I can point the likes of people like this in the right direction. That makes sense. I don't know. I'm rambling on here.
No. It's good feedback, and I'm just smiling at the irony that I've got all these imitators on Telegram and Twitter and everywhere else that are trying to sell crypto to people and scam them. And then we go and do a crypto course. It just kind of makes me laugh. But for you guys watching this show, this is, those scams are everywhere. Please don't ever answer. I never message.
And we'll never ask for crypto.
And we never want. We just ask for a fit amount of money every month to pay for cover the cost of running the course and everything else. But don't ever hand your money over to anybody. This course is all about empowering you to be independent of other people. And I have met a few people that have lost a lot of money with those scams, and it breaks my heart because it shouldn't be happening.
And just to speak to this generation who are learning about cryptocurrency, like the agenda is to wipe it out. The pensions are gone. They're not paying pensions to anybody. They're already spent. Anyone who's in their 40s, 50s, 60s is not going to get their pension. They want to eliminate this elder class. And so if people are informed now and move naturally into the crypto space, because everything is going digital, whether it's controlled by the white hats or it's controlled by the banking cabal, it's moving that way one way or another. So we need to be well versed in it. We need to be confident in it. We need to be able to use it, and then it will be seamless, and you'll be fine. Either way.
Okay. Well, I'm getting very conscious of the fact that people watching this don't necessarily have 2 or 3 hours. So many people have turned up to this call that we're not going to get through everybody, I'm afraid. So I think I'd like to do a regular round table. We'll take one more. We'll take Ellen in 1 second, but I just want to explain that to everyone that came to this call, thank you for coming. We next time, if you did speak on this one, don't come on the next one, because obviously we can't do 4-hour shows. We've got to keep trying to think of the audience, but. Ellen, am I saying your name right?
It's Ellen,
yeah. There you are. Right.
Just unmute there, Ellen.
You're still muted. There you go.
Hi. Can you hear me now?
Hey, Ellen.
Yeah.
I'm in Iceland, I think. Thank you so much. This has been really mind-blowing for me from the beginning. I didn't know anything about crypto, and I'm slowly, getting the hang of it, I hope. Although there's lots of problems. But there's one thing I just wanted to ask. I've been getting a phone call from England, And there's this, I didn't want to answer it a few times, but then I answered it once. And there was this guy, and then he started to talk, well, I want to help you with the scammers. There's scammers, they're trying to get your money. And I said, well, I'm not interested, and I just hung up. But he's been keeping on phoning me again and again, the same number.
Block it.
Block it. Block it.
Yeah. Block number.
So has anybody else had this experience, or am I the only one?
Well, it's an interesting one that we could possibly save for Q&A, because this is a show on.
Okay.
I think we'll cover that on the next live, okay? Because I actually did a few things I want to speak to on that.
Yeah, I mean, I got a text this morning from somebody saying from AIB Bank. I've not even got an AIB bank account, so you know, yeah.
There's scammers all over the place.
Yeah. But I just want to say thank you to everybody for coming. We're up to an hour and 20 minutes, and I think that's long enough for a show on anybody's watch. If you didn't get to speak on this one, we will do more in the future. Thank you very much for coming, and thank you everybody for watching. And the link is going to be below this video. Come and join the course. And if you don't like it, you can leave it, but it's all there. Gary's put tons of work into this, and it really is, I think, you know, and I've done lots of courses. Most of you know me, know that. And this is one of the best. He's one of the best teachers and most knowledgeable, and actually does it. That's the whole point. And that's why I wanted him to do this with Gary. So thanks a lot to everybody for watching. Thanks to you guys for coming. We'll see you later in the course. And thank you, Gary.
Thanks so much. Thank you, Mark. Yeah, brilliant.
Thank you.
Ready to go.
See you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
You too. Bye.
Bye.